if we go forward 10, 15 years from now, what we do about it today, and some of you have heard me mention this before, what we do about our profession today is going to determine what our profession looks like tomorrow. If we don't stand up for public education and ensure that our public schools stay strong, then privatization and vouchers are going to come in and cut our teaching workforce in half, which means that our TRS pension system as we know it now will be virtually non-existent. In 15 years from now, we have 600,000 public school employees cut down to 300,000. That's going to be that less money going into the pension system that's going to impact every single person in this room. So when you hear about TRS and you hear especially some of our experienced teachers talking about TRS, it has an impact on you as well. So just kind of, keep that in the back of your mind and be aware, even though you all are not close to retirement, nowhere near retirement, it still has an impact on you. Now, when some of y'all have heard, equal pay for women, right? That's been big in the media the last couple of days. Well, we did some of our own research at TSTA. And right now, even within the teaching profession, where we have a salary schedule, where it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, you come in with the same number of years of experience, you're supposed to be put on that same salary scale. Even with that, right now, teachers, female teachers in the state of Texas are making 91% of what their male counterparts are making. That's not acceptable, okay? The other interesting thing that we found out as well was that when you adjust your pay, teachers' pay for inflation, the average teacher's salary in Texas, we are making less than a teacher made back in 1989. Now you just heard me talk about your premiums and your benefits, right? Back in 1989, you want to know how much teachers were paying in their health benefit premium? 0. Okay, the average teacher today is paying just for themselves, about $85 to $150 depending on what the district contributes. If you have your family on there, like I said, it could be up to $1,200. So this is a serious issue for us. What our profession has that most other professions don't have is that our profession is driven by policy that is enacted by someone that's in elected office. Whether it's going to be at your school board level for the district that you work in, at the state legislative level, or all the way up to the Capitol in DC and the White House. At TSTA, we know and understand how important it is for us to get involved in the politics of our profession. When you have a profession that is entirely dictated by elected officials, it's important that as professionals, we understand how policy impacts our profession. How a decision at your local school board, how is that decision going to impact you in your classroom and your students in your classroom? How is a decision that is made in our Texas legislature when they meet for once every 2 years for about 6 months, how do those decisions impact you in your classroom? Because I'm very hopeful that with the work that we're doing as TSTA as an organization, and if we can get Governor Wendy Davis elected as our next, I'm already calling her governor, Senator Wendy Davis elected, Freudian slip. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that one. But if we can work hard to get her elected, then we can ensure that part of her plans to ensure that not only we're recruiting the best teachers, but we're also paying teachers what they are worth. Because she talked about not just recruitment and retention, but also professional pay for professional work. It's important that you know where we are going as an organization, because every single one of you in here is a part of that future. We have a vision in TSTA. We have two visions. We have an internal vision on how we operate as an organization internally, and we have an external vision, which basically talks about the world that we want to live in because of the world that we've created. And when we talk about that vision, it's a pretty lengthy vision, but I'll summarize it for you all. Basically talks about us as public school employees having the economic and working conditions necessary to ensure that every child in Texas receives a quality public education through a teacher-controlled certification process, exclusive consultation agreements, and a restructured tax system. See, and that's powerful because it's student-centered. We are talking about ensuring that we have quality teachers and we have a system that supports our students in the classroom. And so we need to look at ourselves and our profession as an asset and as an investment. That's truly what we are. We are an asset. We are nation builders. And we are part of the human capital that makes this country what it is.